Today I want to talk about a punch that Damian Schultz at hashtag, let me get this right, hashtag Fightlife. He was talking about, he was showing how to do hooks, and it was very effective. I really like that hook. And I told him, well, in my training, I do a little bit of a different hook. Not that it's better or worse or more or less effective. It's just a different technique to add to your repertoire. And I'm actually going to add the hook that he was teaching, probably the more standard boxing hook, to my repertoire. But I told him I would make a video kind of showing the hook that I do. How standard is it? Is it a made-up hook, or I don't know. I'm not a boxing or fighting expert by any means. I just know what to do for my training. So if you think it's BS, don't do it. For me, it's an option. So anyway, first I'll talk about the hook that Damian Schultz talked about, which is when you square up. What you do is you go to rotate your shoulder like a regular hook, and then you're going to make a 90-degree bend with your elbow, and then you're going to rotate your hip around. And what you're doing is you're using the strength of your hip to bring that, kind of like a baseball swing. You're using the whole power of your hip, and then this is your, what they call the moment arm, or the lever arm, and then you're bringing the punch this way, and it's more for a close quarters fight. So if this was my opponent, if I was face to face, right, instead of kind of trying to back up and punch or reverse, I would be here, and I can either switch feet or throw a reverse hook or a reverse punch hook and connect. And he explains that it's a close-in technique, right? So you make your 90-degree and twist. It's better with the punching leg forward, so to speak. So you can use the full power of that hip to connect with the head. Okay. The hook I was talking about is kind of the gap between a full-on extended punch and the close-in hook, like normal. So it's kind of an intermediate punch. It's to close the gap. It's also effective for a fake or a diversion. So you can close the gap. Even if you don't connect, you can follow up with either an uppercut, an elbow, right? If you're not doing boxing, if you're doing MMA or something like that, you can do an elbow. It's good. Again, close the gap so you can do a knee. So anyway, the hook I'm talking about, getting to that. What you're going to do is you're going to throw a punch away from the target and then snap it back. It's a little strange to do, but I've used it effectively. I'm going to see if I can find the footage of other sparring sessions I've had where I've used it, but we don't punch to the head too much. you're going to out and back. And you're going to hit with the front, try to hit with the front 2 knuckles, but you're probably just going to get mainly with that 1 knuckle. Again, it's an intermediate punch, 1 to close the gap, 2 to be a diversion, and 3 if you connect, it's a bonus, right? So here, full speed. So there you go, right? So if I was to do the regular hook, I don't have the reach. Even if I move forward, I might graze. The opponent's going to be leaning back to get away. But when you punch here, he's going to start, the opponent most naturally is going to move away from the punch to avoid the punch, and then you're going to snap it in to close the gap. So again, here you go. Right? Here. So, try it, don't try it. Either way, works for me. It's just an option. So that's all I got. Go check out Damian Schultz at Fightlife, #Fightlife, and give him a thumbs up and a subscribe. Thanks. See you later.